Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been in kind of a down phase, so I haven't had much motivation to do anything really productive. I'm not sure how productive recording a video of myself complaining about my poor mental health is really productive, but you know, it's something. Yeah, so I've just been tired. This gets harder and harder to get out of bed in the mornings. But my anxiety got to like a really awful, like, rock bottom point last night, so I figured it was time to start videoing again and talking about my anxiety, because that seems to help for some reason. So what my brain likes to do is it likes to turn everything against me and make it seem like the whole world is mad at me. So I have a hard time with judging emotions, because my brain can take like a neutral face or a neutral tone and turn it into an angry one. And so you can imagine an actual angry face or angry tone is just so much worse, you know. It's like acid against my skin. I don't know what is my allergies are always worse in the spring. I'm just gonna have to be clearing my throat a lot. It's hard just living life and the constant fear that someone's gonna be mad at you, constantly thinking someone's mad at you, even when nobody is. It doesn't make my feelings any less real on the matter. So my therapist gave me this piece of paper that says challenging anxious thoughts, and I've, over the past week and a half since I've seen her, gone through it so many times. So I wanted to talk through it with y'all a little bit. First, it asks to describe a common situation that triggers your anxiety. So I've got pretty much my pick of anything. Pretty much, I'm just used to functioning at such a high level of anxiety. So I'm gonna go with asking someone for something, just something really general and vague, just asking for someone something. And so, faced with a situation, it asks you to predict the worst outcome, the best outcome, and the likely outcome. So of course the worst possible outcome is not just that they'll like say no or disagree with me, but that they would get mad and start yelling at me. So that's that's kind of my worst case scenario there. That tells you, I guess, a lot about what my worst fears are, how I'm constantly worried about people getting mad at me. The best outcome, you know, they say yes, they agree. Likely outcome, from my experience, has been agreement and not just getting yelled at. And it can range from anything from just like asking my parents a question to say like being in a class or something and needing to ask a professor for something. And so taking the worst outcome, imagining that comes true, which I'm not a fan of, but just throwing that out there. It asked if it would still matter 1 week from now. And that's the thing about my anxiety. Yes, it'll definitely still matter in a week. A month from now, maybe. The whole situation may still make me anxious. A month from it happening. A year from now, I'll probably be over it. But looking at short term, a week from now, no, that's going to raise my anxiety for a long time if that happens. And then it asks you to take your irrational thoughts and rational thoughts and compare them. And so the irrational thought here would be that I get yelled at, and the rational thought would be that nothing bad will happen. So there you have it, thinking rationally with Morgan. And it is not nearly that simple. I've been trying so hard. I've been writing it down, going through the steps over and over and over again in my head, and yet my anxiety still seems to climb higher and higher as I'm so filled with this worry that I'm gonna do something and someone's gonna get mad and yell at me. And I don't know why that is bothering me so much. Worry of offending someone is a common thing among people with social anxiety. I guess it is just social anxiety gone like way out of control. I'm getting anxious just thinking about knowing that tomorrow I'm going to be faced with people and decisions and like social situations. Knowing that all this stuff is probably going to make me anxious is making me anxious right now. And so how you calm that down, I've got no idea. I've been practicing mindfulness, but that can only work for so long, you know. I've done meditations that kind of help me just kind of bring my anxiety down to a much more manageable level, but everything is temporary, and anxiety is like the permanent. It's like the norm. I can't get rid of it. And while it's gotten a lot better, it's still there, still as persistent as always, just in the back of my head. Just the voice that won't go away, no matter how hard I try, no matter how many times I go over that worksheet in my head or writing it down on paper. The relief is only temporary. The battle with anxiety is forever, and it's hard work, and it's not a battle I want to fight every day. I just want some peace of mind. But you know, it's the life I've been given. Whether I like it or not, it's the fight that I have to keep fighting in order to live my life. And that's what I'm going to do. And all I can do is offer my best wishes and support for those doing the same, battling their mental illnesses. I mean, clearly if we had the choice, nobody would choose this, and I don't know why stigma exists thinking that people like choose to suffer, because if it were simply as easy as not being anxious, I would have stopped being anxious years and years and years ago. But it's not that simple. It's hard work, and it's tiring work, frankly. But in the end, you know, life really is worth living to the fullest. That's why I keep fighting every day towards recovery, and why I will keep fighting.